Hello Scholar Academy teachers. Going to show you a really cool engaging activity that I like to do with my students. Best if you have a classroom set of laptops, but can also be used with other devices. I just Googled Desmos Activities and it's going to be the first thing that populates in the search. Desmos Classroom Activities. This is just a bunch of the activities. You can filter them by elementary grades, specific distance learning activities. So if you're looking for another snow day activity, might be something cool to try. If you know of a specific topic that you are teaching and you would like to have an activity that will go with that, you can try the search. Proportion, I did turtle time trials in my class today. There's another video showing turtle time trials if that interests you. You can also filter it by elementary grades. That's probably what interests you the very, very most. So here in the elementary grades, you can click on any one of these activities. I'll just click on adding whole numbers. And if you scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see student preview. These are different screenshots from different parts of the activity. So you can judge an activity just by the screenshots, or you can give it a try yourself with the student preview. Let's take a look. Press Deal to receive your cards. Drag the cards from your hand to the red and blue areas. The goal is to create two groups of cards with the same sum, using as many cards as possible. You can see it gives some hints for the teacher. Teacher, here's some good things, some sample responses that we could do. I'm going to close out of that so I can pretend like I'm the student giving this a try. Let's go ahead and click Deal. We had these cards populate. I need to sort them into a blue box and a red box and make sure that the sum is the same. Let's see. Gonna try. Oh, you have to make sure that you're grabbing the blue part of that card. 3 and 2 and 1 and 5. Looks like I've sorted those cards. Let's submit and see how we did. Robot's checking it out. And I got a score of 4 and the high score is 4. So nice work. You can continue moving on. You can see at different parts of the activity, it starts increasing the number of cards. More and more cards, but all with the same objective, increasing that level of challenge. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to back out of that. Let's say I like that activity and I want to assign it. You can see right here is the Assign button. When you click on Assign, I'm actually going to click on the drop-down menu. You have two options. You can assign to your classes, but that requires first that you have created classes within Desmos. I have not done that, so I always go for the single session code. What that does is it creates a code. I can activate the code for a certain amount of time. I can always change this later as well. Student sign-in and teacher approval required, but since I'm not doing sign-ins, I don't like that box to be checked. Create the invite code, and now I've got this populated right here. I'm going to start by viewing the dashboard. As I view the dashboard, it pops up this message. So you can share this screen with your students. They know, go to student.desmos.com and they're going to type in that code. When they type in that code, it'll take them right to that same activity that you were just previewing as a teacher. I can log in incognito, and I usually do. I will open up an incognito browser, which we can do right now. And with an incognito browser, I can log in and participate as if I'm a student. So I'm going to join this, and your students will get a message on the screen asking them to sign in one last time. If we had school Google accounts, we could sign in with Google. If you have created a Desmos class, you could sign in with Desmos, but again, I always choose continue without signing in. And now, as a student, I can create my name and proceed. And again, I'm at that same activity that we just previewed as a teacher, but now, let me quickly answer this question again. Now that a student has participated in the activity, there we go. Nice work. Move on to the next page. I'm going to return to the teacher dashboard. And in the teacher dashboard, I can see I have a student who has named themselves name. They have successfully completed this first one, and now they're working on the second screen. As more students join, you'll see more names populate here, and you can see their progress, whether they're getting them right or wrong. That way you can pause as a class, go and visit those specific students, etc. You can have other settings like changing the pacing, which means at this point, when we get to this point, everybody has to stop. They can answer up to that question, but everybody else has to stop, so you can kind of monitor and have those checkpoints where you can stop with the whole entire class. There's other different things that you can view from the screen as a teacher. That's one really great activity. I have another one, that's my adding whole numbers. I have another one here that I found, the fraction challenge. In the fraction challenge, again, you can see these previews. Let's just preview it as a student this time. Going to close out of this. Again, always some teacher hints here that are really great, but I'm going to close out of that. Drag any 4 numbers into the empty boxes below. All right, let's drag some numbers. Again, I have to make sure you click on the right spot on that number. I'm going to click on this. There we go. Continue to the next screen now that I've done that. And now look at that. It took those that I sorted and now it's created an expression. So now I have the fraction 2/8 plus the fraction 4/9. Now I get to do that calculation and type in my answer. The really great thing about this, because it's made by mathematics people, when you type in a fraction, 25, and I start doing that fraction line and it creates a fraction instead of keeping it that slash, it creates that fraction and we can proceed with an actual fraction instead of just the slash. So other great activities can be found. You just need to know where to look. From this main teacher.desmos.com, if you scroll down, you can see it already sorting distance learning through 8th grade, elementary grades, etc. Most of you are going to be the most interested in elementary grades, so you know where to look. You can also search by topic, or if you know the name of an activity, you can search by that. I love the marble slides, so I'm going to type in marble slides. Mini golf marble slides is great. It's great for as low as, I believe, 5th grade. Even though it says 6th grade, I think you start graphing with coordinates in 5th grade. And this is a really, really fun one. I already have a class involved doing this where students, let's just preview it. Students are changing the coordinates here in this table to change the endpoints of this green line so that when they click launch, the balls will drop, landing on the line, which then redirects it into this hole-in-one. So you can change those coordinates to change the position of the line, which we do in these future exercises. The line starts here. I've got to change it so that the line has an angle about here so that I can do that. Let's go ahead and make that change. I'm going to change it so it is 8,2. Maybe I need to go over one more. Let's try 9. Press launch, and I got a hole-in-one. So lots of great activities. If you're looking for a fast finishers activity after a test, if you're looking for a snow day activity that students can do at home, or if you're looking for a really engaging way to teach a new concept or to solidify a new an old concept, Desmos is the way to go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.